Okay, so hello everyone. A very good afternoon to all. But according to the Indian Standard Time, it's a very good evening to all because here it's around 7 o'clock. So my name is Prashant Mohan Trivedi. I am from India. I'm a PhD student working with the Dr. Kamlesh Kumar at Birbal Sahni Institute of Palaeosciences and Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research, which is established in India. So I am very grateful to the CSA committee for giving me the opportunity to present my paperwork under the session Crisis and Opportunity Props into the Crisis-Induced New Normals of Subsistence Economics During Time of Change. So any crisis is an opportunity to make your life extraordinary in a some way. Every crisis have some negative impact as well as positive impact, but what we will figure out from a crisis. So it's make an opportunity to introduce to catch that opportunity to make our life extraordinary. So in this session, I would like to present my paper, Archaeochemical Study based on the stable isotopes of bone bioapatite of Harappan Civilization, a case study from Rakhigarhi, Haryana, India. So basically the Harappans are mainly dominated. So okay, the introduction part, the Harappan civilization were basically flourished in the Indus Valley civilization. Here you can see this. Here you can see Harappan civilization, also known as the Indian Indus Valley civilization, because it's flourished in the Indus River Valley between the time 3300 BC to 1300 BC. It is somewhere in Afghanistan, Pakistan, and India, because it's mainly in the Indian subcontinents. So here it is divided into three phases. First is the early phase. Early phase is around 3300 to 2600 BC. So here basically before the early phase there was a pre-Harappan phase which is around 7,000 BC to around 3300 BC. So it is situated in the main site. You can see here, okay, you can see here the Mehargarh. This is the site from the pre-Harappan phase. It is situated in Pakistan, and this is the early phase of the farming. Domesticated wheat varieties, pottery were found. Okay. And after 3000 BC, the early phase began. Basically, they migrate from here, Mehargarh, to in Indus River Valley zone. So because it's migrated into Indus Valley, then it becomes Indus Valley civilization, and it's basically of the Bronze Age. So after early phase, it's mm, you can see from early phase to mm, okay, wait, sorry, early phase to mature phase, how they migrate from Pakistan to Indian subcontinent. So basically, major Harappan sites is present in the Rakhigarhi, Harappa, Garniwala, Mohansudaro, Tholavira, and Kalibangam. These all are mainly Harappan civilization sites in Indian subcontinents. And after the early phase, this situated basically early phase situated near the Ravi River. Okay. Then it's called as Ravi phase also. So early Harappan communities turned to large urban centers by 2000 to 2600 BC, from where the mature Harappan phase started. So urban centers include Harappans, as I already mentioned that. And this civilization in the mature phase, Harappans produced copper, bronze, lead, tin, various sculptures, seals, bronze vessels, pottery, gold jewelries, which are found in the excavation sites. And after 2600 BC, they were likely composed of legumes, primary monks, cereals, etc. And then come to the late phase where they start migrating, they start declining due to some mm, monsoonal changes, due to some events such as Pan-Asian dry event. So basically, late after 1900 BC, gradual decline began to emerge, and around 700 BC, most of the sites has been abandoned. But between 900 to 1700 BC, multiple regions cultures emerged within the area of the Indus civilization. So here you can see this is zone basically known as the cemetery edge culture here is two phase. One is the West Punjab phase and another one is the East Punjab phase. And here this is one is the copper horticulture. It is also known as the Ganga Yamuna phase. And here you can see the Jugar culture is known as also Jugar phase. This is the Rangpur culture, it's known as Jugar phase. So here in human skeletons, bone bioapatite were collected for the stable isotopes analysis to know the paleodietary habits and the most maturity contribution. So now come to the study area. So my study area is Rakhigarhi. Rakhigarhi is situated in the Hisar district, Haryana, Uttar India, and this is the largest site of the Harappan Civilization in the Southeast Asia. This site is located in the Ghaggar-Hakra river plain, and according to the Archaeological Survey of India, there are they found several structures of houses, lanes, drainage system, piece of copper, and earthen pots, which are mainly recovered from the archaeological sites. Here you can see a picture where a skeleton were found and where a skeleton were found and earthen pots were found. So now come to the methodological part. Here, first we have collected the samples from the archaeological Rakhigarhi archaeological sites. Then, before processing this, first you have to clean the samples as well as you clean, because when in the archaeology system there is a more chances to be contaminated, more chances of the contamination. So bones, first we collected the bone samples from the Rakhigarhi archaeological site. Then bone samples were cleaned by the ultrasonic cleaner. And it's around 4 degrees centigrade at 10 minutes, and it's repeated by 3 time cycles and placed in the oven for complete dryness. But there was a chance to contaminate. So after that, the upper part of the bones, few millimeters, were removed physically to avoid contaminations. Then after taking care of the contamination since we use a micro driller. So around 30 milligram samples were taken out in the inner part of the bones by using micro drillers and then homogenized using mortar and a pestle. So then after comes to the isotopic analysis. Around 1 to 1.5 mg bulk powder samples were taken for the isotopic analysis using the standard protocols. So now come to the result and discussion part. Here you can see this measured delta 13C bioapatite is around 5.9 to 2.4 parts per mil. Okay, so what is a bioapatite? Bioapatite is a carbonated hydroxyapatite. It is precipitated from the blood plasma bicarbonate in equilibrium with CO2 expired from metabolism of dietary mix. Then this is the measured delta 13C. Then we calculate the delta 13C in the diet. So using the formula delta 13C bioapatite equals to 10.1 plus delta 13C diet. This formula is given by Fernandez et al. In 2012. And after this, when we got the value of delta 13C in diet, this value mainly indicates that there are crop pattern such as maize, millets, etc. And another one is we have also studied the oxygen isotope data from the Rakhigarhi archaeological samples. So here measured value, which is VPD belemnites minus 7.2 to minus 5.0. Then we use, first we convert VPDB to V smoke using the Delimini 2011, I think, this formula. Then when we got delta 13CO oxygen, then we derived from this to this delta 18O DW using the POSE 2011 formula. Delta 13CO equals to 0.7 to 10. And then it's the interpretation is this key during that particular time the climatic conditions were relatively warmer and drier climatic conditions. And as we know, when the climatic was dry and climatic was warm, there were chances of the C4 type of vegetation. There were chances that there is a conditions for that C4 type of vegetation, because water is not that much to produce a C3 type of crop. And according to the numerous study also revealed that around 3000 BC, the monsoonal pattern in the Asia got weakened. And if the monsoonal pattern was weakened, then there is no no water or very limiting water. So that was the revolution in the agriculture pattern, shifting from C3 to C4 crops, because C4 crops has a potential to grow and sustain the warm and water limiting dry tropical climatic conditions. So according to the Sarkar in 2016, there were paper published in the scientific reports from, according to him, before 9 kbp, it was a weak monsoon. So there, and after 9 to 7K, there is an intensified monsoon and the crop pattern basically C3 type. Then after 7K BP, the monsoon monotonically declined through 2K BP. It means that this study also suggests that at that particular time, the water was not that much. The climatic conditions, so the monsoonal pattern got weakened at that time, and as well as there is a river which is mainly Ghagar Hakra river. In that particular phase, that river dry around 2000 BC, 2000 1500 BC. So basically, it's mainly depend upon the water bodies, but there is not enough water. So they try to shift their pattern, crop pattern from C3 to C4, as we are see in that result part. So now the conclusion is this history shows that the climate was subsequently warmer and drier during the Harappan civilizations, because the summer monsoon was not intensified at that time, which resulted in the less rainfall. And our carbon data corroborate this history, since the Rakhigarhi communities farmers convert their crop pattern from C3 to C4 as a result of summer monsoon weakening effect. Our history possibility to direct connect with the climate, agriculture, and substance pattern during the Harappan civilization. So this and okay, thank you. But acknowledgement, I'm very grateful to our supervisor, co-supervisor, Dr. Anto Sharma, Kamlesh Kumar, and I am very sincere gratitude to the Director BSIP and Director ACSIR for their motivation and providing the analytical facilities. I am very thankful to the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, for their financial support to carry out this research work. Here is some references, and so thank you.